Hello, welcome to the kitchen. So it's come to my attention that my name is one letter away from being the same as a famous chef. So, let's make her proud. Let's do some cooking. I really wish I had that D. That sounded wrong. Keep that out of the kitchen. Let's do this. So today, I'm going to try and combine two of my all-time favourite things. So one of my all-time favourite things of all time are root beer floats, and the other favourite thing of all time ever is cake. And being lactose intolerant, it's kind of annoying because I can't eat either of those things without experiencing intense pain. But if we combine the two, maybe we'll make something so amazing that life itself will cease to exist. That's the plan anyway. Might not go to plan, but we're going to try. I'm going to attempt to make a root beer float cake. So if you want to learn how to do that too, stay tuned, because we might learn something together. Okay, so the first thing that you guys are going to need to do is you are going to need to get yourself something to put your cake in. I don't have a good track record with big cakes, so I'm going to make miniature sandwiches. So I've got these little silicone things, I've already greased and lightly floured them and put them on a tray. Next thing we need to do is we need to preheat our oven to 180 degrees C, which I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll work it out and put it in later. If you're going to be making this at home with me, these are the things you are going to need. The ingredients said not to use diet root beer, but I've gone with AW because everyone knows that's the best. You will also need a mixing bowl, a saucepan, and things to put your cake in, as already mentioned. So the first thing we need to do is we need to melt butter. I've gone with lactose-free butter because of the aforementioned lactose intolerance, but you can do whatever you want. Our root beer and sugar in a saucepan. So it's 120 grams of these two and a can of that. So let's do that first. This feels like sacrilege. People often ask me what root beer tastes like, and it tastes like America, freedom, and white privilege. This looks disgusting, TBH. Hoping when I start boiling it, it won't look so bad. It genuinely looks like the worst thing in the world. What have I done? I've let Delia down. Okay, so then we have to stir this together until it melts. Currently, it looks like someone has been violently ill in a saucepan. Debating whether or not this was a good idea. Okay, so root beer, sugar and butter has melted together. Doesn't look very appetising, gotta be honest. But, you know, we're not at the cake stage yet. Okay, once you have melted together the gross thing, we're going to leave that to the side to cool. We're going to measure out our flour and we're going to beat some eggs. Yeah, we are. Flour has been distributed. It's currently hanging out in here. We're going to need to beat 2 of these and add it to the disgusting root beer thing. It's the weirdest way I've ever made a cake in my entire life. Can't see this becoming a baking channel anytime soon. Okay, eggs, beaten. Add your beaten eggs to your root beer concoction. Once your eggs are beaten in, you can add in the flour. This needs to be folded rather than whisked. Honestly, don't think the addition of flour is going to make this look any less gross, but in it goes. My arm hurts, so I'm going to go ahead and say that this is done. I'm going to ladle it into my cake cases. We're going to cook it for 25 minutes, and hopefully it's going to taste like root beer. Five minutes left before we can take them out of the oven. Had a sneaky peek and it looks like cake. I'm so relieved. I don't know what it's going to taste like yet, but it looks like it should. Definitely cakey. Haven't really risen though. Really heavy. Okay. Looks better than I thought it would. So that's a thing. Slight icing mishap. We now have glassy, I'm never going on Bake Off. We have the non-buttercream variety of icing right now. We're going to put some marshmallow fluff in the centre. This is my salvage the icing situation. And we're going to stick them together like so, and then ice them when they're a bit cooler. These look so tiny. This is why I don't have the D in front of my name. I'll never be as good as Delia. Well, our icing appears to be all over the plate, as opposed to all over the cake. But let's see if they taste like root beer. They're kind of dense, they're like really heavy, so I'm hoping that's a good thing. Doesn't really taste of root beer, but it doesn't taste bad. It's kind of like, you know, like bread pudding? It's kind of that kind of texture. Quite nice.